Well, hello, all you light workers and you new thought people. I've had something that came to my attention today, and I think you guys should hear about it because this is seriously, I consider it a brainwashing bullshit thing going on. But I saw this post in a community group that I was reading today, and this is what it says, and tell me what you think. Now, mind you, if you don't know, I post about shining your own light, that we all have our own light and we just need to learn to turn it on and keep it on regardless of what's going on. We have the power to manifest our own reality by how we think and how we feel. And the fact that if we know this power, then they have no control over us and we can live happily and healthy and with each other in community and love on each other like we're supposed to. But there is a warning to people that are doing that. Now, mind you, I respect everybody on their own path and everybody can believe what they want. But listen to this. This is about 4 paragraphs long, so bear with me. And I quote, it says, I've noticed a trend in conversation here that mentions things like manifesting positive energy or the universe giving back what you send out. Positive energy out, positive energy in. It all sounds uplifting and empowering, but these ideas actually come from a system called New Thought. One that shifts our focus away from truth and toward ourselves as a source of power. Before I interject here, let me continue. I am concerned because New Thought promotes self-reliance and often a belief that we are each our own God. Trying to raise our vibration, quote unquote, or think only positive thoughts can quickly become exhausting and distracting. What feels freeing at first can turn into mental slavery. And it goes on to say, beloved neighbors, be alert and of sober mind. The enemy prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. For there will come a time when people will not put up with sound doctrine. Instead, because they have itching ears, they will accumulate for themselves teachers in line with their own desires. And it goes on to saying, last paragraph here, if this is new to you, a helpful, short, easy, fun read that explains these teachings is Happy Lies by Melissa Doherty. It's an eye-opening look at how easily spiritual language can disguise self-worship and ultimately lead to destructive kind of slavery. Now, can you, as light workers, tell me what's going on with this whole thing? Like, what? Because if you take responsibility for your own power and realize that your thoughts and your feelings create the reality that you're in, you might have to take a few responsibilities for how you're thinking and how you're feeling, right? But Lord knows that's wrong. Don't know you have your own power. No, you must give it away and seek something outside yourself for validation and peace and love. Make sure someone else is responsible for how you think and how you feel. Again, everyone is on their own path, and I am not judging. Well, I guess I am kind of judging because it is kind of ridiculous to not know you have your own power and your light inside. And how does that make you feel? I mean, maybe a little bit scary for people because we're used to giving our power away. We're used to blaming everything else when things go wrong. Like when things go great, we're like, oh, it's the power of God. I'm blessed. I'm this, I'm that. But when things go wrong, oh, it's the devil, da-da-da-da-da. It has nothing to do with me. I'm powerless. I have no control of what goes on in the world. Come on, guys. This awakening is for the strong that know that we could take responsibility for our own energy and our own thoughts and how we wield it. Just because we have our own light and we have our own power doesn't mean we're better than anyone else or have any power over others. There's nothing to be afraid of to literally want the best for yourself. Take your inspired actions from your heart and go achieve your dreams and live happy. I don't understand why that is a problem. Actually, I do know why it's a problem. Because it's a problem for the people that want to control you. They want you to feel less than. They want you to fear something that's going to come at you if you have your own thoughts. So I just want everybody to know that when you read something like this, my past self would be totally triggered. And I'd be like, what the hell, blah, blah, blah. I'm just bringing it to this new thought that promotes self-reliance, that if you think that's bad, then you go ahead and stay in the system. It's okay. You go ahead and give your power away. And when shit goes down and you have no control over what's going on and they tell you what you can buy and you can't buy and where you can go and what you can't do and this and that, and you just fall in the system and you really, at that point, have nothing to complain about because you're happy, right? You're happy. Everyone else is telling you what to do and how to live and how to think and how to feel. And if that makes you happy, go for it. But if you get tired of that and you start getting restless and you realize your soul has a better calling for you than to follow directions and be told how to think and feel, the government cannot control you anymore, because they can't control you by any illusion, because you've woken up to the situation and the power of saying, no, not going to do that. I'm not going to follow that line of sheep going that direction. The return of Christ is here. It's already here. It's a Christ consciousness that is enveloped the planet. So it's here if you like it or not. And to choose to not choose is still making a choice, y'all. Rush, roll the bones, right? Way back in the day. That was something during my near-death experience. And that whole thing was a huge deal, that you have to make a choice. You can't be a light in the dark and you can't be a dark in the light. You've got to choose. You can't just idly wait by. There is no gray area. I'm sorry, guys. It's not like that anymore. It's either you're on one train or the other train. Happiness or not. Their story, which they know that you create your reality about how you think and feel, and they've been programming you to do exactly that forever. And or you can be on the happy train where you have your own power and we live in love and help each other. Shine bright, y'all. I love you all so very much, and that's about it. I love you so much. And when things like this come up, I just gotta point them out, because we're literally on the precipice of change. This is us evolving. We're either on the bus of evolvement, or we're just making posts like that where we got to stay trapped and make sure everyone's warned about the free will and your own thoughts. They might drive you into something like, heaven on earth. A lot of people stay asleep. They keep taking the blue pill. Everything's fine for them. But if you've had the courage to take the red pill and awake and you see past the illusion, the awakening does not stop there. You've got to remember to take the light pill every day, because it helps you remember to stay centered in love. All right, guys, stay magical, stay connected, and remember, you are the light. We are the light.